Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm super excited today. I love getting new fishing stuff. And I've got a brand new rod and reel that I want to share with y'all. All right. The reel, I think it cost me 39 bucks. This is the plastic that it came in, but it's the lews laser light speed spin. Okay. I've heard great things about lews. I've never actually bought their products. My son uses them a lot. This is the first time for me, but this is my new ultralight setup. Now, what I've usually had before from my ultralight setups was I had a little Zebco 11, and I'd have it on a light rod, but they retrieve a lot slower than the open face does. And what I'd do was I'd be creek fishing or something with them. And I've lake fished with them too, where you cast them out. But whenever you're trying to reel them in fast all the time, see, in a creek, it's not that bad because you put them in the current and you can reel them slow and just work your rod and bring them up the current around rocks and things, and the current of the water makes them spin. So you don't have to have a real fast retrieval. And that's growing up, we creek fished a lot. I mean, a whole lot. And, but for doing it in lakes, you got to reel it fast. And with having to reel it that fast, you end up with a lot of line spin. And so I'm trying to remedy that. So that's the reel that I just showed you the pack for. Okay, that is a really pretty little reel, little ultralight reel, little old bitty thing. And I decided to go with a Falcon rod. I've never used a Falcon rod. I've always heard they're really good. They're out of Oklahoma. But this is the Falcon Buku SR. And it is just a really sensitive, really light rod. I should have no problem using this for what I'm wanting to do with it. This is going to be for panther martins and rooster tails. And I'm going to really drag in some with it. I'm going to let y'all know how well this works. But I'm really excited about it. But I wanted to show it with you and to share it with you. That's the lews laser light. And then the Falcon rod. Okay. And then the line I went with for this on this rod was the Strand. I went with a monofilament, and I'll tell you why. I went with the Strand, the 6 pound, which it recommended 6 pound of the reel did, and it said it had enough to hold 120 yards. Oh, this little thing has got 100 yards on it. Okay, so I put the whole thing on it. But it's monofilament. Whenever you're going to go with a lighter line, is better because it can handle more abrasions and more stretch. When you're going with a lighter line, you really want to go with mono. Okay, you don't want to go with like a fluorocarbon. A fluorocarbon is great for using spinners and stuff, but when you go with a light line, it's not nearly as durable. Okay, it breaks easier. It breaks off easier. They can rub rocks and things, and it'll snap easier. Now, with a heavier line, I use a fluorocarbon. I use the 10 pound and the 14 pound on a lot of my bass rods because the low buoyancy is better for if you're going to troll. The line isn't buoyant, so it doesn't lift your lure and mess up, and you get the right depth that you're trying to get. But and then braided line's great, but it's a floating line too. A lot of buoyancy. It's real good. I use it on the Halo rod that I have, and it's really great for top water. I use that for my top water, and maybe some big spinners whenever I'm bringing them in shallow. I'll use that with them. But for this and doing what I'm going to be doing, I am going to be fishing pretty shallow for the most part with it because a lot of these lakes, they got these shallow coves, okay? And whenever I cast some spinners up in there with my other stuff, I'm having to really reel real fast to keep them from going down, okay? The monofilament is going to help it not to go down as fast. I'm going to be able to reel it a little bit slower, but you still want to reel it fast enough to make that spinner have good action as it's coming through the water. But I'm going to be fishing shallow and casting up in coves with it and dragging out as many fish as I can. Any kind of fish it wants to bite, I want to catch. All right, but I can't wait to share some videos with y'all. I'm going to let you know how this works. I'm confident it's going to be really good, but I don't know. The rod's got a 5-year warranty on it, and I'm not sure about the warranty on the reel. But I mean, if it's going to fail, anything that's going to fail for me, I'm not that interested in the warranty on these because I don't spend a couple $100 on a reel or a couple $100 on a rod. I keep the cost low because those things do wear out, and there's going to be times where you're going to break them, shut them in a tailgate or something. I mean, somebody might set something on top of it or throw something on top of it or step on it, or you might break it on a fish. And they're not going to warranty that whenever you do that because it's not what they consider normal wear. Okay, so that's really not something I'm that interested in with only spending this much. I spent 49 bucks, I believe it was, on the rod and 39 on the reel, which is still a lot of money. I mean, you don't have to do that. You can get a good quality rod and reel. I got those at Academy Sports. You can get a quality rod and reel for 30 to 50 bucks. If you're going to go with the ultralight and get a good one, it's a little more. But, I mean, you can get the bigger stuff tends to run a little cheaper. Like the bigger open face reels, you can get for like 20 bucks for a pretty good one that I've brought in huge catfish with. But the smaller it gets, the more compact it gets, and for it to function well, it's got to be better put together. So it's going to end up costing you a little bit more money. But I'm super excited to try this out. I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful little rod and reel. It's got just a great feel to it, and I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to share it with y'all and get y'all some videos of some good fish. And I hope that hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you later. Like and subscribe. See you. Bye.